Hello, friends. Welcome back to Transcendent Astrology and Tarot. My name is Michelle Fondon. I'm an author, speaker, tarot reader, and astrologer. And today I'm coming to you with the new moon in Virgo happening on September 2nd of 2024. So if you're interested, please do stay tuned. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on the bell, scroll up to all for all notifications, and thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. I do tarot and astrology readings. You can book that at my website, michellefondonauthor.com. On September 2nd, the sun and the moon will be at 11 degrees, 4 minutes of Virgo. They will be conjunct, both of them at the same degree point. And when the sun and the moon are both at the same degree point, that is a new moon. This new moon is happening at 6:56 p.m. Pacific time. Now, what I love about this new moon is what I call unhindered manifestations. In other words, unencumbered manifestations. This is a wonderful, wonderful new moon for setting your very detailed Virgo and very specific intentions for manifestation. Now, the reason why I am calling this the unhindered new moon is because nothing is really aspecting this new moon in Virgo. We have an inconjunct or a quincunx to the North Node in Aries, but that is a very soft, harder aspect. It's not very hard. It's not like a square or an opposition. It's a lot softer. And if there is some tension between this new moon and the North Node represents future pull, future manifestations, that could be just enough tension as the North Node is in Aries for you to be compelled or pulled to create those intentions for those manifestations. Now, I want to read to you the Sabian symbol for 11 degrees Virgo. One thing that I noticed while I was sleeping, because I had looked at the chart before I went to bed, is that the sun and the moon are both at 11 degrees of Virgo, so it makes 11-11. Now, you take away with that what you will, but I thought that was pretty fascinating when I looked at the chart and it said 11-11. So the Sabian symbol for 11 degrees of Virgo is as follows. In her baby, a mother sees her deep longing for a son answered. And the keynote is the spirit's answer to the vital needs of whatever became individualized out of the infinite ocean of potentialities. This is really about the cycles of manifestation. So the cycles of manifestation is you have this big, deep, deep ocean of desires and pure potential, which could mean anything. And the deep, vast ocean represents oneness. It represents everything that you can possibly imagine and everything that you can possibly desire. And when a desire manifests, it individuates. And as it individuates, it enters the world of duality. In this case, the author referred to the individuality being the baby that is a son, because in ancient history, mothers always wanted a son, or fathers wanted a son, therefore mothers wanted a son to carry on the family name. But that is not the point here. The point here is the representation of a manifestation in the sea of possibilities. There are so many things in the sea of possibilities. And when you set a very specific intention, you are allowing that manifestation to individuate and thus become a part of duality in this physical 3D world. What I love about the Sabian symbol, and this is by an astrological mandala from Dane Rudhyar. Those of you that have been following my channel, my baby channel, my brand new channel that I started in May of 2024, you know that I often read from this book about the Sabian symbols, which are intuitive messages that come through for each of the degrees of the zodiac. I called this unhindered or uninhibited or unencumbered manifestations, and the Sabian symbol agrees with that. Why? Why are we agreeing with this, and why are we looking at this as being a new moon for manifestations? The new moon is all about newness. It's a new cycle, it's a new beginning, and a new opportunity. Now, the new moon is a dark moon, and what I like about the symbolism of the dark moon is that you can't see it. So when you're wishing for something, when you're setting your intentions for something, when you're wanting to manifest something, you usually can't see it yet. You can see it in your mind's eye, but you can't necessarily feel it, touch it, taste it, smell it. It's not tangible to you yet. In the same way, in the sea of opportunities, the vastness, or in the dark night sky, we can set our very specific intentions. And you hear me say that in this video. I'm being very specific about that word because of Virgo. Virgo is an earth sign. It is also a mutable earth sign. Virgo is very detail oriented. And because Virgo is very detail oriented, Virgo wants to reach perfection. And the only way in which you can reach perfection is by giving details to what you want to see as the end result, as the outcome. And so as you are setting your intentions during this new moon phase, it's really important, because of Virgo, that you give pretty specific details to the universe, to source, to higher consciousness about the things that you would like to see manifested. Now, another reason why I say this is fortunate or unhindered for manifestations is because the ruler of Virgo, Mercury, just went direct a few days ago. And because Mercury stationed direct in Leo, it's not in Virgo yet, but it's stationed direct in Leo, it's not even aspecting this new moon, nor is it pulling this new moon away from being very specific or communicating well something that you want into reality, because it's not retrograde anymore. So I really like that. Now, we have plenty of planets that are still retrograde. Let's look at the chart. We have Pluto retrograde at 29 degrees of Capricorn. Yes, it retrograded into Capricorn. And I did a video about Pluto at 29 degrees Capricorn, and I'll post that link right here. We have Saturn retrograde at 16 degrees of Pisces, Neptune retrograde at 29 degrees Pisces. The north and south nodes are always in retrograde motion. We have Chiron retrograde at 22 degrees Aries. We have Uranus retrograde at 27 degrees of Taurus. Of course, Jupiter and Mars, they were conjunct not too long ago, but they are separated now. They're not even together, creating havoc in Gemini. And then, of course, we have Mercury that is most recently direct after having been retrograde. We have Venus and the South Node right there. They are conjunct in Libra, but that isn't anything necessarily bad, and they're not aspecting this new moon. So it is rare that we have a new moon phase or a full moon phase that is relatively unaspected. As I mentioned, the only real aspect is an inconjunct or a quincunx to the North Node, and that's not even strong enough to create havoc here. So I really believe that at 11 degrees of Virgo, 11, here you go, this is the best time to set those very specific and very detailed intentions for co-creating. Now, another reason why I say that is because Virgo is a mutable sign and it's an earth sign. We want to manifest things that come to earth, that are here, formulated on earth. We don't want it up in the sky in the ether. We don't want it in the air. We want it here on earth. And mutable means changing, that there are more possibilities when a sign is mutable than when a sign is fixed. There are more possibilities when a sign is mutable than when a sign is cardinal. Because a cardinal sign likes to start things, but not necessarily carry things through to the end. A mutable sign gives the opportunities to start it and then start it over, or to continue it, or to change it. So there's a lot more opportunity here with a mutable sign. So that is all I have to say about this new moon in Virgo. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. Dear angels and guides, what do you need to tell this audience about the Virgo new moon happening on September 2nd of 2024? Please and thank you. King of Cups in reverse, emotional immaturity, moody, repressed, and withdrawn. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what this means. We're gonna have to keep going with this one. I'm not even sure what this means for this Virgo new moon. Dear angels and guides, what does this mean for this Virgo new moon? Give us a qualifier for the King of Cups in reverse. Solar eclipse, big changes are coming. So we do have eclipse season upcoming starting in October of 2024. The King of Cups in reverse, I kind of feel like if you are going to take a hold of your emotions and what you want and what you desire now is the time to do it. Now is not the time to be moody. Now is not the time to be wishy-washy. Now is not the time to be like overly emotional about what you want, need, and desire. I feel like it's almost like get over it. Get over it. The past is in the past. You can't change what's in the past. Now is the time. Right before all these eclipses. Now is the time to create what you want. Create what you desire. And I feel like it's get over your past. Just let it go. Let it go. You have infinite possibilities. You have the sea of possibilities that are surrounding you now. It's time to select and choose and be very specific about what you desire. So let's see, what else for this Virgo new moon, please and thank you. Nine of Cups, emotional fulfillment. Look, we go from emotional immaturity to emotional fulfillment. Emotional fulfillment. If you are very, very specific about what you want, about what you need and desire, you will have wishes fulfilled. You will have all of your emotional needs and physical needs that you specified during this new moon. It doesn't mean like all. It means whatever you have specifically specified during this new moon phase, that you will be more emotionally fulfilled, that your wishes will come true, your desires will come true. Now, it might not take full fruition until eclipse season is over, but you will have planted the seeds of desire. You will have planted those intentions so that they can manifest. With the Nine of Cups, I do see that maybe sometimes it could take even up to 9 months. But you will be happy and you will be satisfied and your wishes will be fulfilled if you set your specific intentions during this time. Let's just see, let's ask the angels and guides anything else this audience needs to know about the Virgo new moon, please and thank you. Summer solstice, the pinnacle of success. I love it. Now we are almost done with summer, aren't we? Virgo season denotes the end of summer and the ushering in of autumn. But then again, what happens in 9 months after that, right? What happens 9 months after that? At the beginning of fall, we have approximately 9 months until the summer solstice, right? So when I said, look, it might take 9 months to fulfill all of those desires that you set your intentions on during this new moon in Virgo, it might take 9 months, but the seeds will have been well planted. Just get over yourself. Get over yourself. If it didn't work in the past, so what? The past is in the past. If you wished for it in the past and it didn't come to be fulfilled, so what? The past is in the past. Forget about the past. Now is the time. The time is now. And you've got this portal wide open with the new moon in Virgo. 11/11, guys. The portal is wide open. The new moon is unhindered. It really is unhindered. There's not a lot going on right now as far as aspects to this new moon. And so now's the time. Get really detailed, get very specific, be almost perfect with your intentions for manifestations. Be like a Virgo, super detail oriented. And what I like about Virgo is they're not in it for the glory necessarily. They're in it to play around with the details, to be the most efficient, to be the most practical, to be the most perfect in what they're doing at that specific moment. And so that's what you're going to do as you set your intentions. Be really specific, be in the moment, be super efficient with it, and foresee your outcome. After eclipse season, about 9 months from now, you will be so happy and fulfilled. Look at this card. Look how happy the people are by the summer solstice. You will have given birth to so many things. And it's going to be wonderful and beautiful and magical for you. But you need to work on it now. Just set those intentions. So I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on the bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. Thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video with others who like astrology and tarot. And thank you so much for your support of my YouTube channel. You can purchase one of my 11 published books. You can book a reading with me, and I'll see you in the next video.